Hello and welcome to Hogar Social Academy. We are on the topic called as the freedom struggle, chapter number 18, history from the history topic of class 10 standard. Dear viewers, in our previous sessions we have learnt up to the tribal revolt. In this session we are going to learn about a famous, we can say him as a hero of Indian freedom struggle called Subhash Chandra Bose. Who? Subash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, who played a very major role in the Indian freedom struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose action which he has taken for the freedom, it inspires us, or it makes us to feel that we should be also the part of the Indian freedom struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose, his role in the freedom struggle is very significant, very important. We see Subhash Chandra Bose, who being taking being taking fourth rank in ICS, Indian Civil Service Examination, ICSE, Indian Civil Service Examination, fourth rank. Okay, he would enjoy the facilities of the British, but he rejected. It's because working, according to him, working as a ICSE as an officer, but he has to work under the way under the British. Being as an Indian, he has to give his service to the British, because according to the British, by body he should be Indian, but by taste, by intelligence, he should be British, which was not accepted by the Subhash Chandra Bose. So being having the fourth rank in the ICSC, he left the job and joined the movement called as a freedom struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose, right, who believed that internal support, whatever he has been getting, right, or what the internal process has been going on, it's quite very good. But simultaneously with that, there is a great need of the external support also. He comes in a contact with the Gandhiji also. He comes in the contact of Gandhiji also, because Gandhiji was also playing a very important role in the freedom struggle. But Gandhiji's philosophy, Gandhi's way of working was peaceful, non-violence, satyagraha, passive resistance. Such actions was under the belt of whom? Under the belt of the Gandhiji. When Subhash Chandra Bose met with the Gandhiji, right, his approach towards the Gandhiji was also soft. But Subhash Chandra Bose ideology and Gandhiji ideology is totally different. As Subhash Chandra Bose, right, where we see in his ideologies communist, socialist, Marxist, such ideologies we see in the minds of the Subhash Chandra Bose, whereas totally opposite to it, Gandhiji, democracy, which caused what it is that, which caused that Subhash Chandra Bose, what he did with the internal support, even for the external support, he traveled to the different corner of the world, like Berlin, Rome, Istanbul, right, to up to Russia, to up to the Germany, to up to the Japan. He reached over. The purpose what it was that to take the help from the external, so that it can help in the way in the freedom struggle, because it was been seen that British was totally against whom? Against the Indians. This caused what it is that Subhash Chandra Bose even came into the contact with whom? With the Jawaharlal Nehru. In earlier days, Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose, They even formed the party called as a Congress Socialist Party. Which party it is? Congress Socialist Party. That too in the year 1934. Who did this? Jawaharlal Nehru as well as Subhash Chandra Bose. But very soon, right? Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru, they were also separated. They were also separated. Why they were being there? It's because of Jawaharlal Nehru's approach totally towards the Gandhiji, right? And Subhash Chandra Bose approach, which was there, was totally against which one? Against the ideology of Gandhiji as well as the Jawaharlal Nehru. In a Haripur session, with the support of Gandhiji, where in the Haripur session, with the support of Gandhiji, Subhash Chandra Bose becomes the president of Congress. See, president of which one? Of the Congress at the Haripur session. But very soon in the Tirupura session, we see that, which was been held, we see that without the help of Gandhiji, he becomes the president of the Congress. In this between, we see that the differences has arose between the Subhash Chandra Bose and between whom? Between the Gandhiji. Differences has arose. This differences made that Subhash Chandra Bose separated from the whom? From the Indian National Congress and moved alone by forming forward bloc. What? Forward bloc. Who? Subhash Chandra Bose. What made? Forward bloc. The very next Subhash Chandra Bose, right? He engaged himself in the way in the different activities of the freedom for the freedom purpose. And when the British got to knew about this, about the movements of Subhash Chandra Bose, he was house arrested. Who? Subhash Chandra Bose was house arrested. How come Subhash Chandra Bose ran away from the house and reached to the way to the Germany, where he met with the German dictator called as a Hitler, who sought the help of the Hitler, and Hitler also promised to provide the help. From there, Germany, he reaches to the way to the Japan. Okay, with the German submarine. With whom? With the German submarine. Who? Subhash Chandra Bose, where he meets with the Ras Bihari Bose, okay, who has organized an a military wing of Indians, who? Ras Bihari Bose. When Subhash Chandra meets with the whom? With the Ras Bihari Bose hand over that military wing in the hands of the Subhash Chandra Bose, and Subhash Chandra Bose give it a name called as a INA, Indian National Army. Okay, this Indian National Army was also having a ladies wing, where the head of the lady wing was Captain Lakshmi Bai. Captain Lakshmi Bai, she was the head of the ladies wing, okay, in the Indian National Army. Now, by taking that under his hand, Subhash Chandra Bose, in his speech, okay, he gave a slogan, Delhi Chalo. It's a time to capture the Delhi, because Delhi was the administrative center of the British, which has become the administrative center of the British. Delhi Chalo. His great sayings, give me blood, I will give you freedom, which inspired many number of Indians to be the part of the freedom struggle. Delhi Chalo, give me the freedom, give me the blood, I will give you the freedom. Many of the people joined to this movement. And in the junction, we have seen that, right? And another side, the World War, which was been going on, right? And without consulting to the Indians, it was announced that India is also the part of the Second World War on the behalf of the British. Was also disliked by not only by the Subhash Chandra Bose but by the many of the political leaders, which made that Subhash Chandra Bose now he decided to move forward with its army called as INA, and according to the plan to capture the Delhi. Okay, the INA soldier moved forward from the place called Rangoon. Okay, from the place called Rangoon. INA soldiers moved forward, but what we see that due to United States of America who drops two atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which causes that Japan loses the war, surrenders himself in front of the Allied powers, which makes the Japan to call back his army. And here INA alone remain alone and fights with the very courageous, with the braveness against whom? Against the British. In this meantime, it was found that to for the further planning, Subhash Chandra Bose, for the further planning, he moves, but we listen a sad news that Subhash Chandra Bose died in plane crash. We listen in news that Subhash Chandra Bose died in a way in a plane crash, which makes the Indian INA soldiers to be weak. And INA soldiers could not able to stand long time in front of the British army. The number of soldiers, some of them they were being killed by the British, and many of them were being arrested. It was decided by the British to hang them, but widespread of revolt in the India regarding that they are the freedom fighters. They should not be hanged. British decides to not to hang them, but they were being thrown into the jail. In this way, Subhash Chandra Bose, by making his own army, gave a message to the home to the British that we can also fight against you as like as how you are having your own army. So if you say the if say about the army part, then suddenly our name called as a Subhash Chandra Bose name comes because he is nothing but he is a responsible person for creating an army called as Indian National Army. In this way, Subhash Chandra Bose's contribution is very important in the freedom struggle, who took the help of internal as well as the external for the freedom movement or to make the country to be liberate from the clutches of the British, because he knew very well that only by the way of peaceful way can't be fruitful. There is a need of non-violence also, and there is also need of non-violence also, plus while there is also need of a violence also, where the British should realize that they should leave this country and hand over the power in the hands of the Indians. So for these all things we have seen during the time of 1945, when Subhash Chandra Bose and his army played a major role in liberating the country called India. So he will be always remembered, not before also, but today also, and in future also. Every time he will be remembered as a great leader as well as a great freedom fighter. So this was all regarding the Subhash Chandra Bose. In my next session, I will come with one more personality who too played a major role, whose role we see as a change of the society or bringing the changes in the society. His contribution till today we remember. So let us meet together once again in our next session with the new topic of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar.